Hey guys, Billy Price here with Lead Symphony. I've got training for you today. Getting your images and videos ready for use with Lead Symphony. Well, the biggest thing we have to worry about is file size. If you're uploading from your cell phone, it's already taken care of. Our automatic image resizer will take care of that for you. You should probably get most of your field reps uploading from the field. If you're putting the Lead Symphony stories together in the office later, those images will already be resized. But what happens if you can't do that? Well, we had one of our customers was running into a problem with that. And so today's training is based around specifically the problem she's running into. I figure if one of you is having a problem with something, there's more than one of you having that same problem. So what we'll start with is video, because that is the easiest. All right. Lead Symphony prefers videos that are used from Photoshop. I've had some trouble with using Facebook's video, but for the most part, you're going to have no problem if you use YouTube. So that's what we recommend using. All right, so YouTube is like I said, probably the easiest thing to knock out real quick. So when you're uploading a video to YouTube, it's as simple as clicking this icon up here at the top right, where you see the plus video, upload video. You drag your video on top here, and then click go, and YouTube does the rest. When you're done with the upload, you will see a list of your videos. All you need for YouTube is to come over here, get shareable link. Link is copied to the clipboard. And when you go to Lead Symphony, you'll end up pasting that in. It looks like I'll just paste it here to show you. Shareable link looks like that. It's usually u2.be and then a string of letters and numbers. That is all you will need to paste into Lead Symphony for a video, and the video will show up automatically. So that's it for the video part. Now let's get on to the more complicated side of the image resizing. Whenever I'm uploading images, I work with Photoshop. And I'm going to be using one of Emily's images for this, showing. Right here are some images that Emily had sent me. And as you see on the file size, 6.8 megabytes, 6.8 megabytes, 6.6 megabytes, 3 megabytes. All those images are too big to use on the web. The reason is you put them up there at that resolution, they're going to take forever to upload and they're going to take forever to download. Your viewer will get tired long before that image loads and move on to the next site. So understanding the resolution, when I bring this image into Photoshop, at its 100% size, it's like that on a screen. And this is a big browser window that you're looking at. So it's much too large. What we want to do in Photoshop is I have to click image size, and I'm going to make my biggest image, which in this case, the height's 4032. I'm going to make that 1080, 1080. And then I click OK. Now, that's the 100% size of that image. The reason it gets smaller is because we took down the number of pixels there are going from the left to the right, number of pixels there are going from the top to the bottom. Anytime you've got an image that's 6 or 7 megabytes, it will become about a tenth the size just by taking it down to 1080 pixels in its greatest dimension. So since this was a vertical image, I set the vertical to 1080 pixels. And that's plenty big to use on YouTube or use on Lead Symphony and pretty much anywhere else on the web. So Photoshop is probably the most complicated way to do it. Now, I've got a few free tools to show you. All right. We use Google Drive a lot, and this is one that we've done for EAS for Emily. It's on the training. She had uploaded a folder for us. And inside of here are all of the images that we have. We're going to be resizing today. There are a couple of paid programs that you can use. One of those is Canva. So the reason I'm mentioning it, some of you may already be using Canva. For the free side of it, if you see here, you can do a lot of resizing and stuff there. If you actually want to get into designing with Canva, which is canva.com, these are the prices. Another tool that some people like is PicMonkey. Again, it's got a free program and it's got a paid program. For the most part, I stick with the free on this. Now, my two favorite programs to use for resizing images are either Adobe's free image resizer or I Love Image. For Adobe, all you do is, let's take one of these larger images. This one will work. These images also add annotations. When you resize them with the online tool, it'll strip out the annotations. Click upload your photo. This tool is totally free, by the way. Just drag it in place. We're going to select where it says resize for. We're going to click custom. We're going to look here at the width and the height. If the height is the greater dimension, we're going to change that to 1080, 1080. And click back over in the width box and it'll automatically resize that. Then I can click download. And there's my image. It's the same image, just sized down. Now that can be uploaded into Lead Symphony. If you notice, that started out as 6.8 megabytes. It's now 415 kilobytes, which is less than a tenth the size it was. Now, if you have to do multiple images at once, I recommend I Love Image. It's iloveimg.com. Then you can either click on resize image or it's just resize dash image. So I'm going to drag and drop the entire folder that I received. If you notice, we've got several images here. So 6, 7 images. A couple of these are probably small enough to use already, but I'm going to drag them in just to show you what happens. Drag them in. All right. Over on the right side, I can do 50% smaller, 25% smaller, 75% smaller. Since these are really large images, I'm going to go ahead and try 75%. Look here. The blue area is the image it will be resized to. The gray area is what it started with. So that's less than 1080. It's right around. So that's good. Look at this one. It's 1,000. That's good. 1,000. Good. And then when I get to here, this one's 180 by 320. It's too small. We're not going to let it resize that one. 90 by 60. Too small. We're not going to let it resize that one. 113 by 200. Too small. I'm going to let it resize that one. So I'm left with 5 images that can be resized. Now all I have to do is click resize images and download my resized images. As you can see, they've downloaded. I can still on Mac, it says show in Finder. In a PC, it would say view and Explorer. I've got a zip file. I'll double click that zip file. And there are my new images. All of them are less than 600K, so that's perfect. I can use all of these in Lead Symphony now, going from a desktop. So that's it. That's all there is to resizing images online. I recommend iloveimg.com.